Hi, this is Kirk with Forex Strategy Secrets, and I'm showing you a picture of our introduction page when you have the Gladiator Trading Room. The main thing I wanted this up is I didn't take time to put my picture on the other screen, so I wanted you to see who you're listening to, but also, since this is up, we do have a trading room, and I'll refer to that throughout the course of this. And so if you want to attend that, it's weekly, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 8:15 Eastern Time. It lasts about 2 hours, many times a little bit more. These are some of the things we cover, what the news is coming up, what is coming up within during the trading room, and then news that's going to be happening in the next few days. Like today, we covered what the news is going to be like over the weekend, and next week we discussed strategies, and we had a fantastic section today about trading strategy from one of the students. This individual only has, it's over 40 plus years of trading experience, and he was sharing some things with us, and that was just super. We did take some trades, we did create some watch lists, and we did a PIP report. So I may report on some of that information through the course of this webinar. So I'm going to start here quickly and show you how it evolves and how you can grasp it if you just are patient for just a little bit. The thing we're seeing here is Jumpstart, and it's what we can do from this is to take this momentum indicator, we call it the MAIL, and these hotlines, which are moving averages, the Jumpstart trading strategy and simulated trading that will help you very quickly. So many of you have seen this before, so I'm just going to touch on it. There's a whole bunch of information we're going to be going through that has never been done this way before. So I'm excited about doing it, but I want to give you a foundation as to what we're doing. Let's start at least with the 1 hour chart. Okay, now here, you see where this crossed above the zero line a few times? Those are heads up to possibly take trades at those points. Now, every place you see one of those taking place, you saw a move. You saw another move, another move, and another move. This is a fantastic move right here, and I'll show you some trades that I took, and Michael can share with you a trade that he's taken on this particular currency pair. I can take this anchor, and the simulated trading shows you how to find this anchor, and go to the 15-minute chart, and you can see that there were some decent places to take trades. This would have said, yes, you could possibly enter right here, and there's only 146 pips on the 15-minute chart, and then we missed this part over here. If you had even taken this, you may not. I probably wouldn't have taken this one. That was 70 pips, and this was 100 pips, and this was 150 pips. And so you can see there's some really good moves just based on watching the 1 hour chart. Okay, now let's go to the next section, which is we're just adding one indicator. But before I do that, see these blue arrows and the red arrows? That's part of our alert package. This is called the Norwood Alert. And this actually has, it'll print this on your screen, but it also, when you set it to give you an alert on the 1 hour chart, every time one of these arrows would have formed, it would have given you a pop-up box that said, hey, you have an alert going off, maybe you ought to come take a look. So let's go to the next area. We've just added one indicator is all we've done. Makes a great big difference. Now, if you just look there, I'm not going to necessarily draw them all, but we had a line here, here, and here at the beginning of all these moves. So let me share with you two words: impulsive, corrective, impulsive, corrective, impulsive, corrective, impulsive, corrective. For every impulsive move you have, it goes into a corrective mode. For every corrective mode you have, it can't wait to get into the next impulsive move. And so that's how you can, one thing, start getting familiar with that pattern. I'm going to hit the page up key. This is going to take me back in time. Okay, right there. Just any place you want to stop. I'll go back some more. Impulsive, corrective. So you can see that concept. That's how it moves. Impulsive. This is a little strange corrective, then a big impulsive. Impulsive, corrective, impulsive. So that's how the market flows. So get used to trading knowing that that's what's going to be taking place. I'm going to hit the page up key one more time. Okay? You're still seeing these impulsive and corrective moves. Always be sure that for the high probability trades you're aware of, that you should be getting in the impulsive. You can take the corrective trades, but Michael has a little statement. Now, Michael, I want you to tell them about your impressions of corrective trades, retracement or counter trend trades.
Yeah, one of the things that we talk about, Kirk, in the nth degree course is the ability to maximize your earnings potential. What I have found in my trading is I have tracked my trades, watched the time on them, that I make somewhere between 15 and 30% on a corrective move what I do in an impulsive move. So if I want to make good money when I'm sitting in front of the computer, and if I want to have an easier to read situation, I will take those impulsive moves every day. I have a strategy for trading corrective patterns. 25%, 25 cents on the dollar is about the average that you can make on a corrective move. So why would you work for $2.50 an hour if you could make 10, or 25 an hour when you could make 100?
Anyway, that's the whole thing. Yes, you're going to make money. You're going to be sitting there making less money for the time put in, and you have more frustration. So every time he tells me that the 25 cents an hour deal, I thought, gee, why do I want to take these retrace moves? I'll tell you why I want to take the retracement moves. I put them on instead of take profit and go to bed. I took 2 trades last night, and I'll probably show you those. They were small trades. One turned out to be 15 pips, and the other one was 23 pips. So, a good, a little over 45 pips that I made last night when I was sleeping, just knowing how to do the things that we're going to show you through the course of the material today. So, let me hit the page up one more time. Okay, so I just gone back on page, and you can see where you're seeing these impulse and corrective. You're starting to see them now. They're jumping out at you. And the impulsive, you can see where they start. And when you see a trend, there's a corrective. Now, I'm going to show you the next step. I'm going to show you an easier way to recognize impulsive and corrective moves. This is our nth degree course material, 1 hour chart. When this indicator is on one side of the other of that zero line, where there's some exceptions, and if you can learn that exception, I'm going to give you the name of what that exception is. We call it CDC, convergence, divergence, and congruence. The market's either moving together, the price, or away from, or it's moving the same as. Divergence means the price and the momentum are moving away from each other. Converging means the price and this indicator are moving towards each other. And congruence means that the market and the price are moving the same direction. Okay, I'll just show you this one quickly right here. Impulsive move. You can see it there. Corrective move. What happened over here? It told you that was a corrective move. It told you there was another impulsive move. So right there, we showed you another one. See this crossing the zero line? Impulsive corrective. So, gee, I got several things telling me now which direction I should trade. If you just learn nothing else but what I just shared with you today so far, that was worth coming today. But don't go away yet. We're just getting started. Okay, so first of all, what we've done, we've talked about our jump start. Launchpad is just the introductory part of our nth degree course. And so we say, go through the Launchpad material, get the foundation, get a feel for how we trade, then move. You can do that like within a day. You're not going to be an expert at it. We don't want you to be an expert at it. We want you to just get a foundation, move to the nth degree, and within, it depends on how fast you want to go, within 30 days, you should be able to use this material very quickly. And so we're going to show you the results of having the ability to use this material. So then we have added the nth degree advanced, and this will literally turn your trading around. I'm even a much better trader after we have developed this, and we tie it all together. The material. I'll go through what it is with our nth degree course. So this is the nth degree advanced. This is the full package of the course material right there. You will not find anything on the market that is as comprehensive as what you're seeing right here if you just know how to use it. That's the key. I could tell you everything that's on here, but if you don't know how to use it, it doesn't mean anything to you. So we're going to show you some of the results of how this has been used. We know that this is an uptrend. I know that because I traded it. So we're just going to mark this a box. Let me just do it this way. I'm just marking this spot right here so that when we go to different time frames, we should be able to recognize or be easy to find if we move outside this box as we're scrolling back and forth. So just this 1 hour chart. Let's first of all go to a 4 hour chart and see how it looks. Do you notice the impulsive and corrective going on there? Very visible, very easy to see. It's not as easy to see right here on this 4 hour chart. It's just flat out flying up. So this whole thing is an impulsive move, and it looks like it's starting into a corrective mode. The day chart. Okay, see what the day's doing. Well, on the day, this is really going sideways for a day chart because it still has a breakout from this point up where you see all this resistance down to the bottom here where you see all this support. Yes, it's a channel of over 500 pips, very tradable, all these different directions, but the day chart really not showing you much impulsive and correction. But can you see impulsive and correction on the day chart? Look over here. It has the same pattern on the day as you're going to see on the 1 minute and everything in between. The patterns are the same. The only thing that's different is one takes longer to form than the other. How many minutes are there in a day? There's over 1,440. Is that how many there are? So it takes 1,440 minutes to form one of these. So if you're watching the minute chart, you're going to see a whole bunch of patterns form, but they're all going to be the same. So we started the 1 hour. Let's go to the 30 minute now. You see the same thing taking place here? All these impulsive and corrective moves. The key is go to the time frame that it's easiest to read. I can read on the 30 minute. The 1 hour seems to be easier for me. Does that mean that I won't go to the 15 minute? No. Let's go right back here to the beginning. Over here where it first started, there's a lot of things telling me the 15 minute that, oh yes, I could trade this. And you can time your entries going whether you want to trade the corrective or an impulsive move and have confirmation as to which way you're trading. This is the fun part right here. Okay, was that fun? What is that right there? That's a buy trade right there. Look where it closed right there. That's a trade I took in our trading room. I lost 40, I think it turned out to be 43 pips when I look at the actual chart. Did that bother me? Well, it bothered me that I got impatient. It didn't bother me that I lost the pips because I didn't wait. The impulsive move was almost over before I took the trade. But my target was right up here. It went 15 pips in my direction, and then by the time it closed out, it was the 40 pips. Okay, now, I saw this a little later in the day, and I saw the pattern. Why did I see this pattern? We have a little tool you'll recognize as soon as I put it on here. Have you ever seen the Fibonacci's before? This told me, in confirmation with the Elliott wave, in conjunction with the pivot points, what was taking place here. So, let me show you what I did later on the day. I took another trade. I thought, well, this is finally just setting up properly. So I know it's going up, and so here's the trade right here. I grabbed the wrong one. Well, this is the one I took last night that I made a few pips on. So I grabbed the wrong one. Let me blow this up a little bit larger. I want to leave all these lines on here. See this? I got in this number, 38.50. That means something. If you know what those numbers mean and how to trade them and how to draw this whole thing, I said, okay, it's about at the 50. I took that based on that. See, this was going down. I took it a long trade, and I set my take profit, and it went up and took the trade. So what happened? I have 110 pips there. I lost 43 over here. Is my account up? Yeah. But it kept on going down a little bit. So I thought, well, 50 is another good signal. That says another thing is happening. So I'm going to take another trade. So I entered an additional trade on that. And this one I made 100 and it's about 100, I'm going to round it to 130 pips on that one. So I woke up and I manually closed this. I said, well, this one's closed. The market's starting to turn. I'm going to take my profits. So I netted 193 pips out of that combination of trades. Did this bother me? Not really. But this excited me when I saw the pattern setting up. Okay. Now, Michael and I were talking last night, and he shared with me, and I think this is the area you were talking about, Michael. He did a counter trend trade right in this area.
I did.
And how many pips did you get out of that one? Seemed like it was
that was a
quite
67 pip move, and I can show you how that worked out. This is the move that Kirk was talking about. And independently, there was nobody that brought this to my attention. Kirk had taken this great move, and I had looked at the charts just before I was getting ready to do another activity.
So before you go on, Michael, see right over here, this is my losing trade right here, and right here was my 2 winning trades. And Michael took his trade after I'd closed both mine. We weren't even talking to each other.
I noticed this impulse move that you had taken advantage of, Kirk, but we hadn't collaborated before and I hadn't seen anything. But because of this push-up, I had taken a counter-trend move starting right here. I've got I put the fibs on like I have right here, and I noticed that there was an area where I wanted to take profit. I actually set this trade, watched it run into profit, and actually went to bed right in here. Set this take profit point. It actually took me right out at that spot, retraced, came back down, but this was a very, very safe target. Had it not been for the information that I have learned from the Nth Degree Supreme, I would not have taken this trade, and I probably wouldn't have won it. So I'm really excited about this. I have taken quite a few trades with this, and I'm getting to the point where I'm not losing near as many.
And so he took a counter trend trade because he knew he had a profit target, a retracement, how much that market generally could retrace. And that he took the spot where it has the highest probability of trading. So right in here, I'm going to go to I'll just go to the 15-minute. Michael took a trade over here. I'm guessing, I think this is probably where it was. And so maybe he took it, I was already still in this one, but he took one and closed out right here.
Correct.
I don't have the exact spots, but that's the area that he took his trade. Counter trend.
I was closer to that. I was closer to that little red dot. I made 67 pips on this and closed out at the bottom of that first impulsive move.
Okay, so someplace right in there. So anyway, you can see that that's where he was trading that direction, I was trading this direction, and we both made the money, and he knew where to set his profit target. That's one of the keys to trading with the system. Know when to get in and when to get out. I know a lot of people know when to get in, but they don't know when to get out, and so they're losing quite a bit because they don't know when to get out. They don't know their profit targets. And so that's one thing that we have in the Nth Degree Supreme. Now, this part right here, I don't know why I didn't trade this part over here. Another 100 pips. That was right when I was awake. And this part right here, I was asleep during this part. So that's why I didn't take this one, but there's no excuse for why I didn't take this one. So if I had gotten in, it should have been a good 100 pips in my direction for that. So that's examples of what can take place when you know where to set your take profits, you're confident in what's going on, you set it and go to bed, and you've seen two traders trading the same system, trading long, short, and we both knew really what we were doing. And so there's a couple of other little trades that I took one during the trading room this morning. I'm going to show that one. Why am I showing this? We had set this up. We discussed it. You know, remember when we talked about, we discussed strategies? We were discussing a strategy here this morning. So right here, when the price was down about here, was where we started discussing this. See this double top right here? See the support? It was coming down. It's banged off that support. So that's a key level right there. So that's what we were talking about. And then the other thing we're talking about is this part right here. It's a pennant of some sort. So I'm going to just set it right closer to the bottom there. It may not be drawn exact, but that's not the point. Okay, here's what this senior trader shared with us. And so I'm going to hit my, I've got this clicked, I'm going to hit Control key. I want a second line here. He says right there, when the price gets up to that level, that is going to be your potential profit target. Well, it come up to here. If I had left my profit target in, well, it came up close and then retraced back. If I had left it in, I would have made my profit target. I made 14 pips on that. My profit target was 27 pips. Had I been patient and just left it, I would have made my 27 pips on that. That's because in the trading room, we were discussing this setup, and I was waiting for it. It was down here, and I was waiting for it to hit that level, and I didn't see it soon enough, so I got in a little bit late, and I got in a little bit too early, and I fouled up and still made, whatever I said, 15 pips or whatever it was. But knowing how to use these tools and the entries and the momentum indicators and the daily average true range on the daily, the pivots, the fibs, the Elliott waves, and the nth degree momentum indicators all combined together, it sounds like a lot, but if you break it down, learn the first part of the nth degree, launchpad. Well, it's just the complete nth degree. Then the advanced part is all these other tools we've added on here, which becomes the nth degree supreme. Now, what you're doing is you're trading like the institutional traders trade. And that's where you can get the profit targets and know what's taking place. Another area that I think we had on here, yeah, right here, that I should have just left it there. I should have had confidence to leave it. But when I'm conducting a webinar, I've got 5 things going on, talking to several different people, look at all these different charts. And so to take that trade really requires most of my focus. I have to make instant decisions. I can't labor it. And so that's what happened there. That was the profit target, and I can see why I set the profit target there, because the indicators are telling me that was a good area, and it was phenomenal area to put the profit there. Okay, those are some of the things that we're seeing. Come and visit with us in the trading room, and we'll show you where you can go click on those links. If you can log into our website at forexprofitclassroom.org, then you can get in. So let me show you what that is right now. So once you log in, use your username and password, it'll take you, you'll see all the products that you have. But it's what you're looking for, resources. American Gladiator Trading Room. That's the picture I showed you in the beginning. And you click on this. Well, it looks like they've put these on before the current ones. But let's click on this so you can see what happens. It brings up a form like this, and it's going to show it in your time zone. It says Mountain Daylight Time 6:15, so it should show it at your time zone. You enter your name. This is registering for it. So if you register for it now, then when it just prior to it coming. It'll send you an email that you can just click on the link and go right in. So you can pre-register right now. So that's how you get there. That's how you get to our site. So what you need to do is forexprofitclassroom.org. And if you don't have a username and password for that, let Michael know. The Nth Degree Supreme, this is what we've been showing you. You'll be able to become a disciplined, mechanical, consistent, confident trader. What more could you ask for? And then you get to associate with people that have traded 15 to 40 years and talk to them and trade alongside them. That, to me, that's just so exciting. I've been trading for about 22 years. I was trading stocks and options, and then I found the currency in 2005. And then we started developing our course material in 2007, I think, is when we launched the first course material. And so we've been providing this information for about 8 years. Okay, so now what else do we have? We have several things. We have Trading Lab webinars. That's where people ask questions. 21 questions people ask, so we had a full webinar on each one of those questions. So there's answers to a lot of the questions you might have, in addition to the course material. Accelerating coaching webinars. So we wanted people to get up to speed quickly, so we have 2 webinars to showing you how to get up to speed quickly. You don't need to take forever to get it up to speed. You don't need to spend years studying indicators and never have a trading strategy. We're teaching indicators with strategies right off the bat. You have the European and U.S. trading rooms. If you have a question, you can come and ask. You'll get an answer faster there than you will by sending an email, because we can actually show you and not have to sit there and spend hours typing out something. And we have the psychology course that goes along with it. Now, this is for the Nth Degree portion of the course. It's $497. And here's the link for it. But that's only half the picture. If you want to take a take a look at the Nth Degree Supreme, you can come in our trading room. That's what we're trading, is the whole thing. And you can talk to Michael, and he'll give you the price on that. It's $994. And I've been Michael since you and I talked. I've talked to Jed, and we don't have a date on it, but start really considering this, guys. These prices are not going to be around very long. It's going to go up to what the value of the course is. We have so many people telling us that they have made so many pips, and we're charging so little for our course material. And in our free material Jumpstart that I've told you about, we're charging, we're giving that away, and many people are charging thousands of dollars for what we give away for free. And so when you see the whole package, trading like an institutional trader, timing your entries, the price is going to be a lot higher. So if you're even partially thinking about it, get serious, because you don't have very many warnings before the price goes up. So that's the link. And here's the information. You can contact Michael if you don't know how to get to the Jumpstart strategy and log into the forexprofitclassroom.org. So here's his email. And so you type in, if you send him an email, send your phone number or Skype number. That way he can really talk to you. If you can call him on the phone, leave your email and your Skype number so that he can get back with you, whatever's the best way. If you're in the United States, the phone line's just fine. But if you're outside the United States, Skype seems to be many times even a better connection than the phone lines.
Walt is an exceptionally good trader, and called me to ask if there was anything that he could do to help and facilitate. And he had gone back and looked through this Jumpstart course material again. And he said, Michael, he said, this stuff is incredible. I've gone through blah, 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 and I won't tell the name of the company that he went through, but he paid $5,000 for a super trading course after he had joined our material. And he said, honestly and truly, if people just learned what you have in your free resource, he said that material was more valuable than what I have paid $5,000 for with company XYZ. And I've had probably 200 comments to that effect. If you haven't been able to log into Forex Profit Classroom, look at that Jumpstart video course. and the subsequent training with the consistent winning pattern workshop, please do so. Do yourself a favor.
Yeah, so if this even looks like something you want to consider, you got just a few weeks, and then you'll have to pay more for it if you wait much longer than that.
This is pre-launch or pre-launch pricing for the Nth Degree Supreme. Kirk, tell them what it is.
It's $9.94 for right now, and it's going to be thousands of dollars.
Yep.
I don't know exactly. We haven't put the price points on, but it's going to be 2 to 3 times what it is right now.
We have had students after using this material tell us that it is worth over $5,000. And so we realize that it's going to cut down on your ability to gain access to that the higher that price point goes, but the demand for it is going to be high enough that we are offering to you guys, you are our students that have recently signed up with us or who have been around for a while. We are offering you this pre-launch price. And
I was going to share with people also, we did a pip count. And usually on Thursdays, we try to do it almost every day, but during the trading room. But on Thursdays, we want to see what people have made in the market so far this week. And the one individual that reported, he's relatively new with us, he was the lowest one. He said so far this week he's at 155 pips, and he still has one trade open that he was up at least 20 pips. So he's 175 pips. The rest of the people are closed trades. One fellow reported, that was Brian. You won't know, I don't know what their last name is. I have to go back and look. Brian did 175. Ian did 232. Kirk, that's me. With that last little trade that I did, it pushed it up to 200 and net 245. That's with that 40 pip loss. Adam did 210. John did 385, and Clark did 537. Those are the ones that reported. I know there are others that have done well. Jed had apparently left because he didn't even report. And I know he's 200 plus for the week and still has open trades.
Kirk, I only trade in the evenings during the Asian session or later because I'm working all day long with you guys on the phone and stuff. But I have gotten slightly over 270 pips this week.
Cool.
It's all using the Nth Degree Supreme strategies, entries, and they were confident I don't have any losses for the week. I think 6 trades. Yeah,
a lot of these individuals, I did have a couple of losses. A lot of the people reported they didn't have any losses or they had one loss. And so these are net pips. Now, let me put that into perspective. As I listen to websites or visit websites and listen to videos and read articles and things about professional traders, and they'll say, in our team of traders, sign up for our service. You're going to get alerts and signals that are going to give you 600 pips a month. And on a good month, 1,000 pips a month. Okay, let's just take the 200 because it's easy to talk about. 200 times 4 is 800 pips a month. If you're trading 200 pips, you're up with the professional traders. You don't need to apologize for 200 pips. You don't need to apologize for 100 pips a week. That still puts you up in the professional range at 400 pips a month. And so, break down 100 pips a week. What does that amount to? Trade 4 days? That's only 25 pips a day or 20 pips a day. Can you do that? Well, we can show you how to do it if you'll follow instructions. Because these are all students. They've all started from not knowing anything or losing most of the time to making over 200. And you see some of them are 300 and 500. Jed was there were 600 or 800 pips for the week, and they were feeling bad about it because they could have made 2,000 had they taken all the trades that were there. That's when the market really moves. And we have other traders that consistently do 500 to 1,500 a week with an average of 600 to 700 pips a week. That's 4 times what other professional traders are doing. And that's just with our little system. You just saw today. That's what they're using. And you can do it too. Now, Jed a lot of times averages over 400 pips a week. And how does he do that? Because he's got an extremely busy schedule. He's doing all the business here, but he bought himself an apple orchard, and so he's working on that in his spare time and still making 400 pips a day. How does he do that? Well, he's in our what we call the inner circle. He collaborates with other traders there. They bring trades. They discuss trades. These are good traders. And they say, well, I'm taking a look at the Euro Aussie, and it's getting set up. I'm looking on the 4-hour or the 1-hour time frame. I'm looking for, here's a new term, a blue light special. I'm looking for a saddle buy or saddle sell. Those are setups you'll find in the course material, and they say that's what they're looking for. It doesn't make a difference if you're trading the 1 week time frame or as part of your trading, let's say the day time frame or the 1 hour or 15 minute. The same terminology holds true. And you can talk to any person that's trading small time frames, large time frames. Whenever you say those terminologies, they all know what that means. They can look at that chart and say, oh, yes, I can see that. Okay, that's good, yeah. And we collaborate back and forth on different things. One person trades a long time frame, another's in a short time frame. The short time frame says, I'm going long. Well, that's just a counter trend trade. Long-term time frame says, I'm in this trade going short. And they both win because of the time frame they're doing and the patience and just knowing how to place a trade and not getting worried about if a trade retraces on them just a little bit. Was the larger time frame guy, when it was going negative against him, he was still positive. He never went negative. But the smaller time frame traded the opposite direction, took out whatever number of pips, 20, 30, 50 pips, and then the trade come back. And the long-term guy made his, 80, 100, 150, 200 pips targets. So that's just kind of some of the things that take place. If I don't sound excited, come and listen to me when I'm not, then you'll be able to tell the difference.
Believe me, there is a big difference. Yeah, Kirk's excited. The excitement's coming as we are seeing more and more and more success with the confirmations. This advanced training addendum that we have made has really improved even some of our more serious traders. We're seeing people that are being re-energized and re-enthused with trading because they're more confident in taking trade entries and setting exact profit targets so that they can go to bed and get some sleep or go to their job, their full-time job, and still make money.